It's time for What's Burnin' with Kevin KB Burns, presented by Bill Lacasse and SRG Financial Advisors. But first, please join us as we honor our great nation with the playing of our national anthem. And now your host, Kevin KB Burns.
Welcome into another action-packed hour of great programming here. We call it What's Burnin' on Lake TV. KB's here, and thank you so much, as always, for taking the time to join us. We've got a great show for you, including Professor Jim Paisley. He's going to be talking about, of all things, stupidity. He found the right place to express his thoughts on that, didn't he? We spent some time at Bryant Auction last Thursday night. We're going to have all the auction action for you, kind of a family circus-like atmosphere, lots of fun, lots of good times. And we talked about different things like how Bryant Auction can help you sell your property, a home, some property, whatever you may have. We also got into the auction action and talked to a lot of the great customers, and they told us why they enjoy Bryant Auction, a great organization that, they support the community that supports them. We'll also have an opportunity to spend some time today with James Hodgson. You've probably seen James at some point around the Lake of the Ozarks area. He carries his cross from Eldon to Lake Ozark through Osage Beach. He's been doing it now for nearly 20 years. He's had some health issues, but he still continues to get out there and be a source of inspiration for people around the lake area. KB's Furry Friends, of course, a trip to Ozarks Cat and Canine. We love seeing our friends out there and sharing the opportunity to adopt a new cat or dog. They've got a lot going on out there. Thank you to our veterinary at the lake. I want to thank all my great sponsors, SRG Financial Advisors, Ozark Barge and Dock, Budget Blinds, our veterinary at the lake, and of course, Bryant Auction. Hey, stick around. It's all coming up right here on Lake TV.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds and Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Join Lake TV for a cup of coffee with Will and Chris, the Lake area's only local TV talk show focused on the Lake area. Local stories, local sports, and local events. Have a cup of coffee with Will and Chris weekdays at 8, 1, and 8 on Lake TV.
What is COMC? A health center where everyone has access to high-quality, affordable medical, dental, and behavioral health care, regardless of insurance or ability to pay. Offering primary care, preventative, chronic, pediatrics, and OBGYN. COMC even offers comprehensive dental and same-day emergency care. A health center that focuses on every aspect of your health. Everything your family needs to stay healthy. At COMC, your health is our mission.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Hey, welcome back to What's Burnin' here on Lake TV. Glad to have you with us as always, and glad to have our good friend Professor Jim Paisley hanging out with us again today. And we're gonna cover some interesting ground in this segment.
We are. We're going to have an interesting topic today. We're going to talk about stupidity. And
don't look at me when you say that.
Thought of you first thing, buddy.
That happens a lot.
Yeah. Fascinating topic, especially in society today with what we're seeing in politics and everything else, the world stage. And so I thought stupidity might be a good topic. And boy, did I find some interesting information.
You hit the mother lode.
I did. It was a matter of, where do I cut back on this? But I'll start out with something pretty serious. There was a fellow that you and I have talked about in the past, a guy by the name of Dietrich Bonhoeffer. Mm-hmm. He was a Lutheran priest in Germany who basically was raised during the period of time that Hitler rose to power. And he's got a great book. It's simply called Bonhoeffer. If you get a chance, read it. It talks a lot about what society went through in Germany as Hitler rose to power, and there's a lot of parallels to some of the problems that we even see today. But what was interesting is this fella felt that all people are Christians. All people are, God's people. And for that reason, he got crossways with the Nazis. And the Nazis wound up arresting him simply because this guy said, the Jewish people are God's children too. Mm-hmm. So the Nazis came and got him and arrested him. Make a long story short, he wound up at Buchenwald prison. And from there, he wound up being transferred to a separate prison called Flossenburg, and there he was executed for his beliefs. But when he was in prison, he did a lot of writing. And one of the things he wrote about was stupidity, of all things. And I thought his words were profound. He said, stupidity is a more dangerous enemy of man than malice. He said, you can protect against evil. It can even be exposed, and if need be, you can prevent it by force. But he went on to say, against stupidity, we're defenseless. And boy, don't you feel like that today?
Yes.
I mean, sometimes you just think, wow. And he said, neither protest nor use of force accomplishes anything here. Reason falls on deaf ears. Facts that contradict one's prejudgment simply need not be believed. In such moments, the stupid person even becomes critical. And when facts are irrefutable, they're just pushed aside as inconsequential and incidental. Now, how many times have you tried to have conversations with people who have different political or religious or whatever beliefs with you? And
too
run
many.
right in? Yes, too many, right? So in all of this, the stupid person, in contrast to the malicious one, according to Bonhoeffer, is utterly self-satisfied, being easily irritated, and becomes dangerous by going on the attack.
I think if you're malicious, you have a goal in mind as to what you want to accomplish.
Exactly.
If you're stupid, well,
you just don't know.
You just don't know.
Exactly. You hit the nail on the head. Now, what I thought was interesting is that...
How is that even possible, right?
Right. What was interesting, he goes on further to say, it becomes apparent that every strong upsurge in power, political power, be it of political or religious nature, infects a large part of humankind with stupidity. Now, bear in mind, this guy lived through the rise of Nazi Germany, and people asked him, how did this happen? Stupidity. And with that, I did a little more research, and sure enough, I found a study that was done on stupidity, folks. There was this professor, a fellow by the name of Carlo Cipolla, an Italian, and he did a study. He attended the Italian University and the London School of Economics, eventually wound up a Fulbright scholar here in America at the University of California, Berkeley, which that ought to scare you right off the bat. But basically, he did a study to determine the percentage of stupid people in any given population. Now, this blew my mind. Basically, he said it doesn't matter what your education is. He said, basically, everybody can be stupid. And he did his experiment by taking, there at the university, he took custodians, students, clerks, and teachers, and ran this test. And guess what he found out? An equal number of stupid people in every group. Didn't matter if you had an education or not. There was an equal number of stupid people. And he thought, well, surely that can't be right. So with that, he gets together all of the Nobel Prize people that he knew and gave them the same test. And guess what happened?
Good percentage of them were stupid.
Same number, the exact same number. So basically his thesis is there's an equal number of stupid people. It doesn't matter who you're dealing with. You don't have to be educated, to be considered intelligent. That there are a lot of smart people that don't have degrees, and there's a lot of stupid people that do. And the number is consistent. Now, how's that for
Something
scary?
comes to mind when you talk about that in terms of how the president picks his cabinet. Are they the smartest bulbs in the box, or maybe not the brightest?
Well, there you go. And one of the things I thought was fascinating, they even said that in one of their studies that 4 out of 5 people are stupid. Now, I'm counting in the room here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 of us. I don't know. Yeah, 4 out of 5. So you figure it out.
I'm stupid.
Yeah, me too. I'll take it, right? Yeah, so those of you that are at work today, look around you, right? Yeah.
And let me ask you a question, though. Are we talking about stupid in general, or just stupid as far as a particular topic? Archie Bunker comes to mind.
Yes. No, you're right on in that we're not talking of defining intelligence as being knowledgeable in a particular thing.
Right.
It's your application of what you do know that makes you intelligent. Because, let's face it, you have people without a degree that are just whizzes at working on automobiles or construction or whatever it might be.
You see it all the time.
And by the same token, people that are highly educated that
Couldn't change a tire.
Exactly. That's exactly right. So, basically what this professor said is he said the probability that a certain person is stupid is independent of any other characteristic, whether you went to school or not, okay? And he actually came up with 6 basic laws of human stupidity. Are you ready for them? Here we go. Number 1, stupidity is inevitable. In all places, times, and groups, there has always been and always will be a percentage of stupid people. I found that very interesting. And he even referred to a fellow by the name of Walter Pitkin, who did a book called A Short Introduction to the History of Human Stupidity. And like I say, it pretty well verifies what he came up with. The second one, stupidity cannot be quantified, which I thought was, self-explanatory.
You would think, but not to a stupid person.
Not to a stupid person. Number 3, it's not possible to recognize the stupid individual. Stupidity can be found in the simple as well as the educated, in the worker, the businessman, adults and children, citizens and rulers, black, white, it doesn't matter. There's an equal number of stupid people everywhere you look. This study never ceases to amaze me, all right? Now, number 4, stupidity is reflexive. And I thought, what's he saying here? Well, he says, all of us can show just how stupid behavior can be intermixed with our other types of behavior.
Is there alcohol involved in any of this?
Absolutely, I would think so. I often wondered what this guy drank,
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Now, he said, often we judge other people as being stupid, not realizing that we're stupid ourselves. So there you go. Number 5, the stupid person is more dangerous than what he called the bandit. Now, this is where it gets interesting. The latter harms others, but at least procures advantages for himself, while the stupid individual produces only disadvantages for himself and everybody else around him. So basically, you can act stupid, but if you've got an ulterior motive, hey, there you go, right? Then,
I do that all the time, by the way.
Yeah, well, you're doing a great job.
I'm
buddy.
doing it right now.
Then the last one, which I think says it all. It says the decline of nations begins with the number of stupid individuals exceeding the number of intelligent ones. Yeah. Now, what I thought was interesting is even Albert Einstein knew this. He had a theory, or a quote he's famous for. He said, 2 things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity. And I'm not sure about the universe.
Very
so
true.
Even he saw it. So pretty interesting.
So Ron White was right on the money when he said you can't fix stupid.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And so, basically what we're learning here from these studies, and like I say, it just goes on and on and on, is that our ability to determine if something's stupid or not is based more on your life experiences. And when we talk about education, it's like I said in one of our previous shows, parents' job should be to teach children about life. Teachers' job should teach children how to learn. And I think teaching people about life and their life experience, there's the key to intelligence. That's wisdom. And I think that's the big difference.
So there is such a thing as a stupid question.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I've come up with a lot of them in my day.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jim, it's very interesting. And now you've got us all out there looking around to see where all the stupid people are.
There you go. There you go. Well, stop by my house. I'm right there. Come visit me anytime.
I don't know, though. I mean, you've been able to fool your wife for all these years.
Not really.
No?
Really. No.
She's got a good detector on her.
She does. She has a filter that seems to cut right through,
Professor Jim Paisley joining us as always. Great to have him here on What's Burnin' on Lake TV. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, buddy.
Pleasure to see you as
Good
always, and we'll
seeing
get you back here as soon as possible. We'll take a break. We've got a lot more coming up right here on Lake TV.
Hey, Jess.
Yeah, Nicole, what do you need?
Did you see that new listing in Sunrise Beach?
Yeah, it was just listed 2 minutes ago.
It has 150 feet of lakefront.
And a brand new kitchen.
I'm headed out there after I type this email.
I'm on the phone with my clients. Hey, where are you going?
I already put an offer in, cash above list, and it's looking good.
Are you kidding me?
At SRG Financial, we reduce the uncertainty on your journey to financial independence. Our foundational approach revolves around 2 things: what matters most to our clients and the things that we can control. The things that matter most often revolve around family, occupation, and recreation. The things we can control are a panoramic approach to financial planning, a strategy that stays fluid and dynamic like your life, and a proprietary process, the mile marker formula. If you want to reduce the uncertainty on your journey, contact us today.
No one has ever reinvented mattress shopping until now. The grand opening of Slumberland Sleep Solutions, where we've simplified, uncomplicated, and laid things out for you. Start with a quick rest match to pick your basic mattress type.
You love memory foam.
I really do.
Then shop the information and rating system on each bed. Did you know you can get great back support with a soft feel? It's true, and easy to find. Mattress shopping, reinvented, only at Slumberland Furniture.
Your time on the water is limited, and Hy-Vee in Osage Beach knows it. Let us do the shopping so you can maximize your lake time. With our Isles online app, you can have your groceries delivered or ready for contactless pickup when you arrive to the lake. With all your grilling favorites, snacks, fresh produce, and home to the lake's largest wine, spirits, and beer department, your weekend at the lake starts with Hy-Vee in Osage Beach, where you'll find a helpful smile in every aisle.
Hey, it's KB with What's Burnin' for Lake TV, and we are here on a Thursday night at Bryant Auction. You're going to see some interesting things. You're going to hear some interesting things, but more importantly, you're going to learn about the auction business from Rick, his brother Bobby, his daughter Danielle. Everybody's here. Angie Scheibel, the whole crew is here tonight, and we're just going to jump in and kind of take a look around and talk to some folks and see why everybody just enjoys the hell out of Bryant Auction. And who did we stumble across but the one and only Jack Tezak? How you doing, Jack?
Doing well, KB.
Great to see you here tonight. Are you a regular at Bryant Auction?
Yeah, I've been coming here for, I guess, about 14 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yep. We met Rick by accident.
Well, we don't know how it happened.
Because accident, I saw an auction place. I said, we got to go there. I love auctions.
What keeps you coming back to Bryant Auction?
I have found many things here that I've used currently, tools. I have found stuff here that I've resold. I bought a little timepiece. Didn't really know what it was. It was a tag, not tag hunter, just tag. And I bought it for $50 and sold it for $3,000. So that wasn't a bad deal.
Brian, this is a beautiful, 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 beautiful firearm here. Tell us a little bit about it, and then tell us where some of the proceeds are going.
This is a Colt M4 carbine and 5.56, most sought after Colt AR-15. Right. Police officer, law enforcement usually use this, but usually a top of the line rifle, probably a $1,000, $1,200 rifle just by itself, but and then try to get them. But this is part of the proceeds from this rifle tonight for the auction is going to go to Shop with the Cop.
They've got all these cool guns here, and a lot of the proceeds, as Rick always does, goes to help out local charities. This is one that goes to Shop with a Cop, and Shop with a Cop is where the police officers get together. They take the kids out. They spend $100 on each kid, get them some clothes, get them some toys, get them some other things like that. So that's really cool, and that's one of the things we definitely want to point out here about Brian Auction tonight. Thanks, buddy.
Yep, no problem. Thank you.
Maybe you've gone to other auctions before, and you sit there and you sit there and you sit there, and you're wondering, when can we make a break to go down and grab a bite at the fast food place? Here at Brian Auction, they take care of you very, very well. We've got Paula Ivy here, and you are?
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah, and you're John's daughter, correct?
Yep.
John Wright, one of the auctioneers here. So tell us a little bit, Paula, if you would, about the menu here at Brian Auction, because Rick is always talking about what a great job you do.
We have pork steaks, we have ribeyes, hot dogs, and hamburgers, and ours are the best ribeyes around. Stop by.
They definitely have good ribeyes, and Rick makes sure you get a ribeye at a very nice price, right?
$12.
$12, but that is not just for the ribeye.
You get a potato, tater tots, french fries.
Hot dog, what are you talking about? And then this young lady here, I noticed people don't have to come back for their food, you bring it to them.
Yep.
How did you get roped into this deal?
Well, I kind of wanted to. It seemed fun, so I was like, might as well.
Right on. Well, when you're at a Bryant auction, you got these two beautiful ladies here taking your order, cooking your order the way you like it. You like your ribeye medium, you like it well done. Pork steaks, who doesn't love a good pork steak? These two ladies will take good care of you, and they'll bring it right to you. Ladies, thank you so much. And anything you want to say to the folks out there tonight?
Come on by.
What about Rick, Brian? Tell us a little something about Rick as far as maybe any dealings you've had with him outside of the auction house or just hanging out with him, whatever.
He's just a great guy,
And, of course, they do a lot for charity here, I noticed.
They sure do. That's really big. They do a lot of charity things. He does a lot of auction events for charity and doesn't charge them to do it. And I know that he probably spends 25% of his time with charity items.
I noticed tonight we had one of the rifles went, a portion of the proceeds went to a Shop with a Cop.
Right, it did, and it went for probably almost full retail because the guy knew it was going to a good cause.
And Rick and his staff are good like that. When it comes down to helping people out, they can get that money out of them when they need to.
You're exactly right. I've seen them do a collect money here for somebody that needed something that was in trouble, and they collect $300 or $400 or $500 right here out of the people at the auction.
You know, last time we were here at Brian Auction, and Rick's mom was here, and she's such a sweet lady. Unfortunately, we had your son on the camera with us. We're not going to do that to you this time.
Oh, that's even better.
How often do you get to come down here and watch him?
When he gets crying for his mother, he'll say, "I want my mommy," and I come down here, and you know what happens? He tries to give me away.
You still are proud of him, even though I know he's put you on the spot a couple times.
Yes, very much so. He's done what I've always wanted him to do. He started when he was 13.
Well, I know that, he talks a lot about his dad and how his dad was a great auctioneer and got involved in a lot of different things. And overall, aside from kind of being a smart aleck once in a while, he's a pretty good kid.
Oh yeah, he's done everything. In fact, it's just everything. I couldn't believe him wanting to do all the stuff that he's done. I got to watch what I say too. So, I got a bad mouth. I don't drink or smoke like some of these pictures he's got out. But
25 now, 30, 25 to 30. Punch that guy in the back. 30,
he got his fly. He's a flyer. He can fly. He got his license to fly. He owned the ambulance company for 9 years. Just anything dangerous. He's a licensed scuba instructor. I could go on and on. It just seemed like he wasn't satisfied with it until he did it all.
Let's talk a little bit about your dad. I mean, growing up around your dad, what was that like? And of course, your brother and everything else, the whole family?
Sure, yeah. Well, Dad's full of energy. I don't think anybody doesn't know that. But, he has, even in his rough edges, he has good intent. And so, you kind of have to, a lot of the people, when we see new people come in, they're, kind of shy at first to a lot of the things that he says, but then quickly realize that he does have very good intentions. It just sometimes is a lot.
Now, talk a little bit about your grandpa as far as kind of watching him do his thing and how your dad kind of inherited his style a little bit.
Yeah, so Grandpa kind of had a rhythm and a chant where people would kind of move and sway as they'd listen to him auction, and so that was a really cool experience. And getting to watch that grow up, I would try to. There's, I'm sure, many videos out there of me as a little kid trying to replicate what Grandpa would talk about. But it was a really cool experience. And as I got to grow up around the auctions, I at 13, 14, and one-on-one or with a couple people in the office every night or every Thursday night for several hours, and that really, I think, contributes to your ability to communicate with people at a young age when you're with some of these people, which are a unique crowd. We auctions draws most of the time, and so they would like to tease me or joke around, and they were many times my seniors, so it could have been a little intimidating, but it was great experience and practice to be able to communicate.
So do you think at any point you might have some aspirations of coming back around and doing this, or is this kind of, you did it to a certain point and now you've kind of established yourself in Jeff City?
Right. So no, I think that it has been a great business, but Danielle and I have always said that it's not really something that we ourselves want to do. We're happy to help Dad as long as he's standing upright, but after that, I don't know. So I think we'll commit these things to memory.
I can't believe on a scale of 1 to 10, you rate at about a 12 or 13. Did you know that?
Yeah, well, there was a lot of money involved. A lot of money. We've talked about this many times. You go out in front and stand the other day, 700 people here at the Lake of the Ozarks. Those people took their Wednesday at noon off, come to this sale, and spend $15,000 or $20,000 for charity. That's where we live. We live in a conservative community with people who think more of you than they do themselves. And I don't know how you would. Why? I asked the crowd. I said, "How many of you live here?" Well, pretty much everybody. I said, "Okay, more importantly, who doesn't?" 3 people. And I said, "Why the heck not?" I said, "Why the hell not?" But it's important to understand what this lake is made of, and it's not just water. It's not go fast boats or anything. There's a lot of things going on at the lake. I've heard some charity stories in the last week or so. They're just absolutely staggering. And when we came here, we based this on giving and helping. We really asked both of those kids. They'll tell you that was our motive to do that. Making the money is important, but not as important as that. And I think most of these people that come all the time get that. We have our ups and downs. We have somebody that's mad and they'll come back in a month or two, but that's we want everybody to be happy. We want them to have a good meal on purpose, and we want them to get good buys and fair buys. And that's our motivation. That's what we do.
We talked to your customers. We talked to some of your clients that have worked with the auction, with property and estates and things like that, and what a great job you've done for them. We know about the bank that reached out to you to have that auction and how well you did for them. So thanks for having us out tonight.
Glad to. And I got to tell you, you know me. I love you to death, but I wouldn't spend money if it wasn't making us money or helping us out to get the name out there. Lake TV has turned their programming around, and I'm going to say that. It's, well, no, we've always been really good. No, okay, I'm all right with that. But for me, it's better now than it was. And if you haven't watched it, just like I told him about Big Brothers Big Sisters, I know I've made money for them, but I didn't pay any attention to the organization until he sit there and interviewed those folks. You need to watch it. It's part of our local community, and now you're on it. And I can't say enough that with that voice and what you do and what you convey to this community is extremely important to us. We're wavering now. The red, white, and blue is getting a little weird. And so it's important to have somebody that you can turn to and say, okay, tell me what's going on. Be straight with me and tell me straight up. And you've always done that. I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you to all you folks as well. We're going to get out of your hair tonight and let you get back to the auction, but thanks for letting us interrupt. We had a great time, and thanks to all of you who helped out. Thank you very much. Hey, we had a lot of fun here this evening at Bryant Auction. I invite everybody to come on over and see Rick and the crew in action every Thursday night. Auction starts at 5 o'clock, and if you need them between now and then, 573-346-4777. Go to BryantAuction.com and consider it sold.
Enjoying What's Burning with KB right here on Lake TV? Have questions, comments, or suggestions? Have an interesting story for KB to tell? Or maybe you want to be interviewed by KB on the show or are interested in sponsoring? All you have to do is reach out to KB at kb@mylaketv.com.
Most people don't know which direction they're heading when it comes to retirement, whether they're still on the journey or already there. At SRG Financial, we have a process, the mile marker formula, that helps you pursue your work optional lifestyle, so you can focus on what's most important to you, like your family or checking off those bucket list items. Start taking the first step toward finding your work optional lifestyle. Call us today at 573-302-7212.
Want to get to know local leaders a lot better? Join Lake TV for a new Community Spotlight show weekdays at 9, 3, and 7. We talk with local leaders to get their story and learn more about their organizations. It's the Community Spotlight show on Lake TV.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
Hey, it's KB on What's Burning here on Lake TV. And you know, one of the things that we've talked about doing on the show is meeting some of the amazing, incredible people that make up the Lake of the Ozarks. We've come to Eldon to hang out with our good friend, James Hodgson. James, my friend, good to see you again, buddy.
Good to see you. Good.
Let's talk a little bit about this cross and how it relates to you and all of the miles that you've walked. Yeah. I think there's a lot of people around the Lake of the Ozarks that have seen you at one point or another, whether it's here in Eldon, maybe walking along 54, Osage Beach, all over the place. How many years have you been doing this?
I'm coming up on 19 years. It'll be 19 years in March.
19 years in March.
I started in a small town of Bolivar, Missouri, which not too many people are familiar with Bolivar. I mean, some are. It's
Southern Baptist University.
Yeah, Southern Baptist University, CMH Hospital and Healthcare Clinic, and they're known down there. But I was going to a Assembly of God church there in Bolivar.
Right.
And I was also involved in an intervention ministry which helps homeless men and stuff like that. My wife and I worked in the kitchen. We helped serve meals to the homeless people there. And the guy that ran the intervention ministry had a cross kind of similar to mine with a wheel on it.
Right.
And it was in his office and stuff. So I noticed that right off the bat when I started helping out and stuff. And one night he had his guys watch this movie about Arthur Blessed. He's done walking with big crosses, huger than this, with big wheels on it, all over the world, in 40 different countries, and every single state in this union, including Alaska and Hawaii.
Wow!
So I didn't get to see the whole movie, but because I was busy in the kitchen, so I kind of peeked in to see what the movie was all about, and it was about him. And I kind of said to myself, man, I would love to do something like that locally, you know, to share my faith with others like he's doing. And God spoke to me and said, yeah, build a cross and walk, and I'll take care of the rest. And the rest is history. I mean, it's just, I've been to Springfield, been to Lebanon, been to Columbia. I've walked through the campus of MU, and a lot of the kids kind of like, you know, they're kind of like, what is this? But a lot of them accepted me and stuff. But,
how many miles do you think that you've walked in your 19 years? I mean, would you consider it maybe thousands or?
Yeah, thousands of miles. I can just only guess thousands. I mean, maybe a million. I don't know. I mean, it could be thousands. I can say for sure.
And you've garnered a lot of attention, obviously, here at the lake. But not just the lake, around the state, around the country. I know that you've done.
I've been to New York.
You're a pretty popular guy.
Back in 2018, I took a flight out to New York City. I couldn't carry my cross on the plane, so I had to go to a place there in Queens and purchase wood and the necessary means to make a cross that I can use there in New York City. And of course, I donated it to a church before I left for my flight back here. I had to leave it with a church because I couldn't carry it with me home. So, but I got to walk from Queens across the Queensboro Bridge into Manhattan, and I got to walk towards where Fox Studios. I got to walk in front of Fox Studios, and I got to wave at the Fox and Friends people that were up in like the third floor window.
That's awesome.
I was there in their little patio area there. I couldn't stay too long because the security was very tight.
Right.
But I got to wave at Brian, you know, up at the
Brian Kilmeade, sure.
Yeah, it was fun. He waved back and he said, "Oh yeah."
What are some of the comments that you get? I know there's a lot of people that are actually, James, very inspired by what you do, and what are some of the comments that you get from people? You know, what are you, crazy? Or
I've gotten that. I've gotten some people that think I'm nuts, but I got people that are very supportive. They're very blessed to see me. They see the cross. I'm trying to not elevate myself.
Right.
I want this to be the elevation. I want this to be my message. And people are blessed by not just seeing me, but seeing this.
Yes.
And it touches their hearts and touches their lives, and it gets them to think, you know, about, okay, maybe this Jesus thing is what it is. I mean, and you know, and
maybe get them to stop and think and at least look into it. You know.
And I get people that kind of look at me funny, but I also get people that love to see me. I mean, since I had my illness with my cancer and everything, I haven't been able to been out a lot.
Yeah.
And people have missed me. They said, we miss you being out on the streets and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, let's talk a little bit about your health, because I know we've been following you on Facebook, social media quite a bit, and you kind of ran into a little bit of a sketchy period in your life with your health.
Yeah,
Tell us about that.
Back in 2019, my wife noticed that I was having some issues. And I went in for a checkup up at the Truman VA up in Columbia. I'm a veteran, of course. I'm a United States Navy veteran. I served in the U.S. Navy for 2.5 years out at Norfolk, Virginia on a ship. I was a bosun's mate, ship maintenance. So I went to the VA, and they did first they did a colonoscopy to see if maybe that's where the issue was, and it wasn't there. So then they did a biopsy, a biopsy for urology, and they found that I had cancer. They found the cancer, you know, in my prostate, and it was small. It wasn't very big. It was small and slow growing at the time that they diagnosed. So they just decided to just kind of watch it and see where it goes from there, and just test me now and then to see where my PSA level was. My PSA level spiked to almost 7, and that warranted another biopsy. So the second biopsy found the mass is enlarged and spreading. So that's when they warranted a surgery. And of course the surgery failed. My lungs collapsed on the table, my heart stopped, so they had to restart my heart a couple times.
Wow.
And that was a little frightening because I ended up on a ventilator in ICU for 2 days. This was around August 2nd when they had the surgery of this year. And then after I was out of ICU, they placed me in step down, which is just another level under ICU for recovery. So, and then then I decided to do cancer treatments at the Lake Cancer Center here in Osage Beach. And so I went through 27 treatments.
Wow.
And now I'm in remission.
That's great to hear, man.
So I mean, it's still there. I still have the cancer, but it's in remission.
Think somebody's maybe watching over here just a little bit.
So,
Understands and realizes that you've given your life to Jesus Christ.
Yes.
And of course that you are, carrying on with his work, letting everybody know. And I'm just glad you're still alive and kicking to tell us about it, man.
I'm glad too, and plus I got my church supporting down here. I go to the Eldon United Methodist Church, where Pastor Amanda's our pastor.
Right.
And they've been very supportive of me through this whole ordeal and this whole journey.
How long are you going to keep it up, James? How long do you think you're going to keep doing this?
As long as I have the breath and the heartbeat to keep moving, and I'm just going to keep moving with this and keep until God calls me home. I mean, I'm not going to retire anytime soon. The only retirement I'll do is work.
Yeah.
That's the only retirement.
But you're still going to carry your cross.
I'm still going to carry the cross.
Well,
and it doesn't matter whether, it's just I push past the pain.
Yes, you have. And that in itself is very inspirational. And I think a lot of people can look to James as maybe a source of inspiration when it comes to this sort of thing. That, yes, if you put your mind to it and you've got the right people watching over you, that good things can happen.
Yep.
Well, I appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to come join us today. It's an honor to have you with us. Thank you so much, James Hodgson. And look forward to talking to you here maybe 5-10 years down the road.
Oh, yeah.
We'll catch up with you.
Well, see, coming another 2 years, it'll be the 20-year mark. So, I mean, 2023 will be the 20-year mark.
We'll get a hold of us then and we'll celebrate with you.
Definitely. I'll definitely
we'll celebrate.
I'm definitely want to get back out on the highway soon. I've been just here in town, here in Eldon. Of course, I work at Hy-Vee as a cashier. I'm on sick leave right now, but I'm going to be back to work hopefully after the first year. So, because I have a lot of people missing me down there at Hy-Vee.
Well, if you're driving around the Lake of the Ozarks and you see this man with his cross, honk, wave, give him a thumbs up, because he's doing great things and he's providing a lot of inspiration for people around the area. KB with What's Burnin' on Lake TV. Thank you, James, and thank you for watching.
Moving to the lake is a lot of work, but not with Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you. For packing up and delivery to your new home, or simply loading and transferring your belongings, Sunrise Movers is the easy choice for your next move. Sunrise Movers packs your possessions extra carefully, shows up on time, and strives for 5-star customer service every time. Sunrise Movers, the official movers of Lake TV. Give us a call today to get a free estimate. Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Lake TV's got it all. We think it's hot stuff when things cool down. We spring into action when things start warming up. Of course, summer is one big, huge shootout on Lake TV. And we fall in love all over again when autumn rolls around. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Lake TV's got it all.
Back here at Ozarks Cat and Canine with KB's Furry Friends, presented by our veterinarian at the lake. Mary Meow Me Tilly is with us, and this cat's name is quite the tongue twister, so I'm going to leave it up to Mary to tell you who this is.
Okay, this is Odafin Tutuola. For those of you who are Law & Order SVU fans, you'll know where his name came from. We had a whole litter that was SVU names.
Let me try it just once. Odafin Tutuola.
Yep, you got it.
That's the only time it's going to happen right, so let's not tempt fate. Let's talk a little bit about him.
He is about 6 months old. He's been here since he was about 4 weeks old, and he is the last one of his litter that's left.
He needs a home.
Yes, he does. He's very sweet and cuddly and playful, and he's purring up a storm.
Oh, is he being bashful right now? Look at that. It's like he's trying to hide his face. He's a cute little guy. Anything we need to know about him in particular? Does he do well around other cats, dogs? How does he handle people, or do we really know too much about him?
Can't really say anything about dogs because we don't really have a good way of testing the cats and the dogs together usually. He's here in our adult cat room where all the cats are out to roam free, and he's done great in here. And with kids, I think we've had some kids that have come in the room, and usually we can kind of tell, are they the ones that run and hide? And he's always out and about and playing.
Right.
So.
Well, he sure is a handsome devil, and he would definitely like a good home. So if you want to come on down and take a look at, I'm not going to say it again because I can't.
Tutuola.
There you go. But yeah, he's definitely looking kind of cute, and would probably like to get to a good home, maybe for Thanksgiving or something like that, just in time for the holidays. Might be a good pet for someone. But let's talk a little bit again about the food bank that you have here, and how are things going with that? Do we need to get some donations in here?
We do. We're starting to get a little low again now that tourist season is up and a lot of people are on, laid off or lost their jobs. Then the longer that goes on, the more people are needing help.
Right.
So we're starting to get a little low again out there. We will take any kind of dog food, cat food, wet or dry. And kitty litter goes out there, and people can come to us once a month and get help.
Right. Well, when we walked in here, folks, there was a load, and I mean a load of little kittens right there out in the front office. 9 of them, as a matter of fact, it looked like. And there were 4 in one carrier and 5 in another. And so that kind of lets you know what they're up against here at Ozarks Cat and Canine, plus all of the animals you already have. And so if someone wants to bring an animal in, what is the right way to do it rather than just dropping it off at the parking lot and speeding out of here?
Definitely call first.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, so the kittens that were in the lobby when you came in, they have been in a foster home for several weeks, and they are actually getting ready to go over to Petco today.
Okay.
We have use of the cat enclosures over there this month, and so they are kind enough to let us come over there. They don't charge us anything, and it's another outlet for us to get our animals seen.
Sure.
So hopefully those guys will be gone by the end of the month, and then we'll have room for more.
9 cute little kittens plus this beautiful guy right here, and that name again is?
Odafin Tutuola.
Odafin Tutuola. And he's here at Ozarks Cat and Canine. So come on by. And, if you want to check out the thrift store, whatever you got going on. But again, they're looking for donations of food. If you'd like to help out a good cause, maybe bring some cash by, or better yet, just bring the food by, wet or dry, and they'll take care of it for you. Mary, thanks so much again. Appreciate your time as always. And we thank you for joining us here on What's Burnin' on Lake TV. And thanks to our veterinarian at the lake for presenting KB's Furry Friends.
It's our most protective wash yet. Introducing the Quick Car Ceramic Wash. It's an industrial-grade polymer solution with ceramic nanotechnology, resulting in high-end, advanced scientific protection of your vehicle's finish. The Quick Car Ceramic Wash. Try it on its own or with the monthly Unlimited Wash Club today. Quick Car. Quick, easy, and professional every time. In Jefferson City and Osage Beach.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
At SRG Financial, we reduce the uncertainty on your journey to financial independence. Our foundational approach revolves around two things: what matters most to our clients and the things that we can control. The things that matter most often revolve around family, occupation, and recreation. The things we can control are a panoramic approach to financial planning, a strategy that stays fluid and dynamic like your life, and a proprietary process, the mile marker formula. If you want to reduce the uncertainty on your journey, contact us today.
No one has ever reinvented mattress shopping until now. The grand opening of Slumberland Sleep Solutions, where we've simplified, uncomplicated, and laid things out for you. Start with a quick rest match to pick your basic mattress type.
You love memory foam.
I really do.
Then shop the information and rating system on each bed. Did you know you can get great back support with a soft feel? It's true, and easy to find. Mattress shopping, reinvented, only at Slumberland Furniture.
Hey, it's time for KB's Hot Take, but before we get to that, I want to remind you what my other TV brothers are doing. Will and Chris and Cup of Coffee, 8 a.m., 1 p.m., 8 p.m. daily right here on Lake TV. Plus, Chris Schneider with the Community Spotlight feature, talking to the movers and shakers around the lake, upcoming episodes. He'll be talking with Pastor Terry Gentry from the Lamb House. Also, Brent Kell, the Eldon Mustangs athletic director. And don't forget, coming back, those classic games of the week. Look for it all coming up right here on Lake TV. Speaking of classic games, speaking of sports, Chiefs fans are all over the road as to what is wrong with the Kansas City Chiefs. And that's kind of my hot take. A gentleman by the name of Patrick Mahomes, who's their quarterback, who's been riding high, who's been the NFL's golden boy for quite some time. Well, he's experiencing a little adversity in his career. Obviously, you know the Chiefs aren't having the greatest of seasons. They have come off a recent win against the Giants, 2017. They are currently 4-4. They're set to take on the Green Bay Packers coming up this Sunday. But a lot is going on within the organization that makes the fans wonder, hey, what's going on here? How do we fix this problem? Do we get a new head coach? Well, they are doing some trading, but I kind of want to focus on Patrick Mahomes here. This guy came in at a time when the Chiefs were doing rather well. Of course, he helped lead them to 2 back-to-back Super Bowl appearances. Won one, lost the other. But right now he is facing what a lot of people would consider some adversity in his career. And I think he's really taken the opportunity to, as they say, take the high road here. But more importantly, he hasn't run away from reporters. He's made it a point to get out in front of people and to talk about what he thinks is wrong with the team at this particular point. Now, will the Chiefs make it to the playoffs? We don't know that. But the one thing is of course, he's a very high-paid athlete. We understand that. This is the mark of a good athlete. You have the high times, but you have to be able to deal and learn from the bad times and be able to put that together. So often we see people coming into the NFL and not being able to handle the pressure. Looks like Patrick Mahomes is doing a good job of it. I wish him well, and I hope for the best. But again, this guy is getting beat up pretty good by a lot of people in the media. Skip Bayless in particular mentioned the fact that Patrick Mahomes is a parody of himself. I don't think so. I think he's got a good coach he can rely upon, some other members of the coaching staff, his parents, his family, all giving him strength and all pointing him in the right direction. And I think, like everything else, he'll overcome this funk, if you will. And we need to give him a little support and give him a hand. Hey, that's KB's Hot Take on What's Burnin' here on Lake TV.
Enjoying What's Burning with KB right here on Lake TV? Have questions, comments, or suggestions? Have an interesting story for KB to tell? Or maybe you want to be interviewed by KB on the show or are interested in sponsoring? All you have to do is reach out to KB at kb@mylaketv.com.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Most people don't know which direction they're heading when it comes to retirement. Whether they're still on the journey or already there, at SRG Financial we have a process, the mile marker formula, that helps you pursue your work optional lifestyle so you can focus on what's most important to you, like your family or checking off those bucket list items. Start taking the first step toward finding your work optional lifestyle. Call us today at 573-302-7212.
A move to your dream home should be exciting, not a hassle. That's why you go with the experts at Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Hey, once again, I want to thank everybody for joining us here on Lake TV for What's Burning. You know, we do it 7 days a week, a new show every Thursday, 3 times a day, 7 a.m., 5 p.m., 11 p.m., and we couldn't do it without all of our great sponsors, SRG Financial Advisors, Ozark Barge and Dock, Budget Blinds, Bryant Auction, and of course, our veterinary at the lake. Join me next week when we are going to take an opportunity to speak with Jason Jones. Jason, very heavily involved in what's going on here at the Lake of the Ozarks with food pantries and a brand new program for folks in recovery. They've got a new facility down on the Bagnell Dam Strip. Take some time to hang out with Tom Abbott from Iron Eagle Tactical. We'll learn the right way to handle firearms, give you some education as well. You get to see what I do on the other side of the camera, so to speak, behind a microphone similar to this one. We're going to have some time to check out Key Radio, the brand new community-based radio station at the Lake 89.3 or keyradio.live, and we'll wrap it all up with our furry friends from Ozarks Cat and Canine. Again, KB's Hot Take is something that we'll take on next week, and we hope you'll join us. Have a great week. God bless, and until the next time we meet, be safe out there, and thanks for tuning in to What's Burning on Lake TV.